right, the latest cool toy that we're going to be taking a look at today on the channel is this brand new Astro Boy building brick set from Pantasy. That's right, Pantasy with a P. They reached out to me and asked me if I want to review the set, and I said absolutely. I've already reviewed their earlier release of Astro Boy on this channel, where it was the 50-50 machine and Mighty Atom split on the left-hand side. The build quality on this was exceptional, so I was very impressed with it. So I said absolutely, I definitely want to check out this new set. 1,500 pieces. MSRP on this is about $135. It is officially licensed, no knockoff worrying, anything like that. We do get a couple of miniature figures inside. We get Mighty Atom, of course, and Professor Ochanomizu. Looks to have some playable moving parts on it. We'll have to bust it open, build it obviously to find out more. Packaging, you got the look of Mighty Atom and Professor over there on the left-hand side, the little miniature figures, and then we got some call outs on the back as far as action features. We got a slide out drawer, we got a moving piece over there for the Professor. The pod, the capsule itself moves up and down. We got these moving parts and arms, so there's definitely some playability to it. On top, we just got your classic Astro Boy logo. Same thing on the left-hand side of the box, Astro Boy and the mini faces of Mighty Atom. So let's go ahead and bust this open and start assembling it, shall we? And fast forward a few hours later, here we have the fully completed Laboratory Awakening set. Let's go ahead and look at the figures first and foremost. So we get a little Astro Boy figure. He is 3 inches tall. He does have a removable plate here on his leg. That way you can see the inner machine workings on his thigh. And he also has this little compartment there. That way you can open it up and see his heart, which is a pretty cool feature. Articulation, head spins 360 degrees, arms 360 degrees as well. Same thing with the wrist. Very limited inward and outward turning of the legs. Doesn't go up and down or anything. He's meant to be pretty stationary. Got some peg holes at the bottom, that way he can sit there inside the chamber. And then the Professor, it's going to be more the same. Head spins 360 degrees. It's just on a little small peg there. Very accentuated long nose as per the character. Shoulders are going to go 360 degrees. Wrists are going to be able to spin 360 degrees. And then nothing down here with the waist or the feet. It's just stationary because he's just supposed to be manning the console. A couple of the play features we have here. So the Professor, he's got a little slide out tray here. That way he can get situated there. Got all sorts of gizmos and gadgets. You got a couple of handles here he can pull down. He's got the heads up display here for Astro Boy. That way he knows everything that's going on inside the chamber while he's working on it. Lots of cool little dials and knobs and things. This flips upwards. To give you a better look at the inner workings of Astro Boy and his robotic self, it's actually kind of like a cartridge you can kick out. So you push up here. If I can grab it. There we go. And then that's what he's looking at as far as the display. Slide it back in there. Close that back down. It says scanning there at the bottom. So cool little details, and then the tray slides back in if you want to get it out of the way for storage. We also have this little kind of like power handle that goes up and down. Got all sorts of, like I said, gizmos and gadgets. We got a fan turbine here where the blade spins. Little antenna feet things on here all rotate and go up and down and out and inwards. We got some articulated arms here. So on the left-hand side, you got a very menacing looking finger pincer. Fingers open, close. That way you can technically hold something. Or pinch and, you know, mimic being worked on. Goes up and out and around and spins around. So you can pose this however you wish, which is a really cool feature. And then on the front, we have the ATOM acronym for the Astrotech Omni Modality Project. So that's a very nice little tip of the cap. You also got a little faux keyboard here with a screen display, some Tesla coil action going here with the lightning bolts. The chamber itself, of course, the big prominent piece here. Some more gizmos and gadgets, a couple more handles down here you can manipulate. Very small like storage area compartment. It just slides in and out. Nothing really holds it in place. There's no like locking mechanisms or anything, but you can put some spare pieces that break off if you're playing with it too hard or something like that. There's a dial back here that raises and lowers the chamber, which is cool. You just spin it clockwise and counterclockwise, and it'll manipulate the chamber, move it up and down. Again, we have another one of these fan turbines that I accidentally just knocked off. I love that it actually spins though. Situated in the back, we got all sorts of hoses and clamps and gizmos, and the left-hand side had that menacing pincer. This one's more of a laser gun. Again, same thing with the left-hand side. It rotates and manipulates, and you can pose it however, wherever you want. But chamber slides up and out. Take it off completely, get it out of there. Put Adam inside the chamber. Close it over him. And voila, like I said, then we get the professor out here on his little stand. There we go. He's got his eyes on the prize, nose on the grindstone, quite literally, because he's got that big honking schnoz. Also like these electro coils here. Like, it's a very cool looking display. Absolutely amazing as far as the details and the articulation. I like the fact that it has some actual play functionality with it, so it's not just a stationary statue or anything. As far as build time, Pantasy says 5 to 6 hours. I say that's pretty accurate. I did a little under 5, but I've been building Lego sets nonstop since I was a kid. But it wasn't much under 5. It was probably 4 hours and 40 minutes for me to put this together. Instructions, I gotta say, top-notch stuff as far as being able to understand everything's clearly articulated. All the individual bags for the pieces are all clearly numbered, and it goes by number. Each set you go through here in the instructions, it's like bag number 1, then bag number 2 shows you specifically what you're going to be building in each bag, and then you piece them all together. So it's a great layout. It's a great way to follow and easy to understand instructions. Does a very good job of, you know, articulating what pieces you need to use. It tells you how many, you know, dots and pegs are on each pieces. Gives you some nice one-to-one scale references. And in the back, there's some really cool stuff, you know, some advertisements for some future projects, as well as some other Pantasy brick building sets. You got a nice retro TV there. But this one definitely captured my attention. A Metal Slug 3 arcade. Say what? I'm definitely gonna have to check that one out. If you're interested in Astro Boy and you're interested and you like Legos and brick building sets and that type of thing, definitely check this out. I'll put a product link down in the video description box below in case anybody's interested in picking one up. Highly suggest it for Astro Boy fans. And that does it for this video review. If you enjoyed the content, make sure you hit that like button. Share this video with your friends if you found the information helpful. And as always, thanks for watching, guys. Really means a lot.